Good evening, dear students. Welcome back to second PUC online classes. Students, in last class we discussed about the Bose postulates. In today's class, I am going to explain about the very important concept, that is the derivation of a nth radius of a nitrogen atom. Obtain the expression for radius of nth orbit of hydrogen atom. Obtain the expression for radius of a nth orbit of hydrogen atom. First, we have to consider one atom. This one is an atom. Inside the atom, nucleus. This one is our nucleus. That electron, it is revolving around the nucleus. This one is electron revolving around the nucleus. Okay, this one is considered as radius. We have to prove that radius. Here, first you have to consider that electron mass m, its velocity v, revolving around the nucleus, its radius is r. Consider an electron of mass m, charge q, revolving around the nucleus of a charge plus Ze. Its charge plus Ze. Let r be the radius, v be the velocity of the electron. Okay, this one is the main condition. The necessary centripetal force is provided by the electrostatic force of attraction between the nucleus and the electron. That is Fc is equal to Fe. Fc nothing but a centripetal force formula, m v square divided by r, and Fe electrostatic force according to Coulomb's law 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Ze square divided by r square. Then r get cancelled, remaining here m v square is equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Ze square divided by r. Okay, r take this side, mv square r is equal to z e square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is equation number 1. Then next, according to Bohr's postulates, mvr is equal to nh divided by 2 pi. Okay, squaring this one both side, this is equation number 2. Squaring both side, m square v square r square is equal to n square h square divided by 2 square 4 pi square. This is equation number 3. Now equation 3 divided by equation 1. Equation 3 divided by equation 1. What is the equation 3 here? M square v square r square is equal to n square h square divided by 4 pi square. Here equation number 1, m v square r. This side equation number 1, z e square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. 4 pi epsilon naught. Now here v square get cancel, get cancel, rr get cancel. Remaining here m into r is equal to here n square h square divided by 4 pi square plus then this one is the when goes to numerator 4 pi epsilon naught divided by z e square. 4 pi get cancel. Remaining here m into r is equal to n square h square epsilon naught divided by pi z e square. For hydrogen atom z is equal to 1, then we have to prove radius now. Therefore r is equal to n square h square epsilon naught divided by m pi e square. This one you call as radius. Okay, this one is a very easiest derivation. Okay, for hydrogen atom z is equal to 1, then radius n square h square epsilon naught divided by m pi e square. Here n means nth stationary orbit, h means Planck's constant, epsilon naught it is the permittivity of free space, m it is the mass of electron, pi it is the constant, e square it is the charge of an electron. Okay, this one is a 5 marks derivation. You have to practice this one. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಇದು 5 marks ಡೆರಿವೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಡೆರಿವೇಷನ್ ನೀವು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. Okay, this one expression also very important for 1 marks, and by using this one derivation we have to solve the numerical problems also. The next, okay, students, next one derivation. Obtain the expression for the radius of an electron in nth orbit of an hydrogen atom. Energy of the electron in nth orbit of an hydrogen atom. This one is a 5 times repeated question. ಇದು 5 ಸರ್ತಿ ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದೆ. ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ electron revolving around the nucleus. For that, centripetal force is provided by the electrostatic force of attraction between electron and nucleus. Nucleus charge plus Za and electron charge E. According to Coulomb's law, what is the expression here? 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught ZE into E divided by R square. Okay, centripetal force, that is the mv square divided by R. Centripetal force, so mv square divided by R. M means here mass, V velocity, R radius. Okay, now we have to derive the derivation of a nth orbit of an hydrogen atom or nth stationary orbit of an hydrogen atom using the Bohr's radius. Already know the Bohr's radius expression. Now that is the centripetal force is equal to electrostatic force. Centripetal force is equal to electrostatic force. What is the expression for centripetal force? mv square divided by R is equal to electrostatic force 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Z E square divided by R square. Okay, here R get cancelled. Remaining here mv square is equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Z E square. This is the equation number 1. Next, here total energy nothing but kinetic energy and potential energy. First, I have to consider kinetic energy. The kinetic energy of the electron is given by kinetic energy is equal to half m into v square. From equation 1 we get kinetic energy is equal to half, in the place of m square substitute equation number 1, Z E square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Z E square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is equation number 2. Next, potential energy. The potential energy of the electron is given by electrostatic potential energy is equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Z E square, this one is a minus, divided by R. This is equation number 3. Next, therefore total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Next, from equation 2 and 3, total energy is equal to 1 divided by 2 into Z E square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into R minus Z E square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into R. Common here, Z E square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into R. Z E square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into R. Remaining here 1 by 2 minus 1. Total energy is equal to Z E square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into R into minus 1 divided by 2. Total energy is equal to Z E square divided by 8 pi epsilon naught into R. This is equation number 4. But radius R is equal to what? R value n square h square epsilon naught divided by m pi e square into z. Okay, here z is equal to value 1. Here also same. Therefore, that equation becomes total energy is equal to e square divided by 8 pi epsilon naught into, in the place of R substitute this one, n square h square epsilon naught divided by m pi e square. When this one goes to numerator, this equation becomes total energy is equal to m pi e to the power of 4 divided by 8 epsilon naught into epsilon naught square n square h square into pi get cancel. Final answer, total energy is equal to m e to the power of 4 divided by 8 epsilon naught square n square h square n square. Okay, this one you call as total energy expression by using the Bohr's radius. Okay, this one is a 5 times repeated question, very important question in this topic. Thank you.